It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Light Forex Social Trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Good evening, guys. Good evening from Europe. 18th of November 2019 is 30 minutes past 9. Oh, sorry, past 7 p.m. So it's 7:30 CET. Piotr here, and it's Monday, meaning that here, Light Forex Global YouTube channel, we are going to spend few minutes trying to cover crypto charts. Let's start with quick risk warning, guys. Please bear in mind, trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for investors. You can sustain a loss of some initial investment, so please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. All right, so looks like market been waiting for our meeting, right? As you can see right here, right now, we are testing levels close to 8,200, 8,100, and based on our last meeting, meaning from the 11th of November, taking into the consideration equal moves to the downside, we are right here, right now, testing this very important levels from the Bitcoin bulls perspective. We are testing the consolidation last level of the Bitcoin weakness right here, right now, and I'm going to try to figure it out if the price action here is going to allow us to try to trade alongside, right? Well, let's try to check a little bit more to the left side in case of where the eventual stop loss should be. So as you can see, taking into the consideration what we have right here, right now, we are testing very important, extremely important levels. And I'm looking for an opportunity to try to go long right here, right now on the Bitcoin. Again, guys, risk warning, right? Maybe it's a better idea to try to make the things related to the paper trading instead of the risking real money. You know, I have no idea what's going to happen, but of course, in advance, I do understand my risk. I do understand what I'm gonna to look for here. So, you know, guys, again, we are not signal service. We are not providing signals. We are trying to educate each of us here. So for me, it's going to be some kind of the experience, new experience as well. Anyway, looks like we are testing bottom of the intraday channel. Looks like we are testing bottom of the channel right here, right now. Very, very interesting situation, right? So we are going to get back here. Let's try to discuss. Let's try to discuss different crosses. Let's start with Ethereum, guys, because it's also very important what is going on here, as definitely from the bull's perspective we shouldn't go below this green line. We are talking about 165, 163, right? To have a possibility to try to retest 195, 200, and above that trying to rise towards 230, taking into the consideration this weakness and where the stops are, right? So what I mean by that, by this move to the downside, there was an attempt to retest these levels, right, as we can see here. Bears were not able to manage to make the lower low, so hopefully over under is gonna keep bulls alive for a possibility to retest 197, 200 and 230, 235. Okay, so very similar situation right here, right now on the Ethereum, right? Especially that last time we discussed that because of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, there was a move back above 0.02. All right, so we move back above these levels, so there is a possibility to try to rise towards higher levels, right? The over-under trade on the Ethereum looks like it was what the bears were trying to do in the mid of the October, right? Retesting the lows here, okay? So right now, right here, that might be, from the bear's perspective, they may want to finish the business around 0.02180, all right? But I think that at least 0.02250 is going to be tested. But overall situation we have right here, right now, as I do understand that some uninformed traders may try to take the advantage. For some of the people, it might be some kind of the head and shoulder formation. I think we are going to see higher levels, and we are going to see the market will double, meaning that that's something, you know, the head and shoulder formation should take place at the very top of the market, right? So what we have right here, right now, right, is completely not top of the market. So uninformed guys they are going to try to trade these head and shoulders, but probably we are going to see spike higher. In that case, 0.025, that was the psychological level we discussed lately, and then 0.02750, 28 as the top of this range. When we are going to double that size, potentially could be the target, right? So I'm very positive right here, right now, towards the Ethereum, as long as we are above mid-November low, right? 15th of November low, based on daily close, based on the 2 consecutive daily close. So what's the low here? $0.02090. So 2 daily close below 2090 could produce further weakness on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So I see the possibility that the Ethereum may try to, the bulls on Ethereum may try to break higher here versus Bitcoin, meaning that we should see this level of latest Ethereum weakness to hold, very similar to what we have on the Bitcoin right here, right now. Okay. So bulls are trying. As you can see, we are building the lower shadow. Still 20 minutes to go towards the top of the hour. I'm going to watch very, very carefully. I'm looking to buy from the intraday perspective. The same is going on with Ethereum right here, right now, and you are going to watch that live, guys. We are covering this live. So what I would like to see from the intraday, I'm completely not considering to have a discussion right here, right now about the hodling, right? What we are discussing here right now is the possibility of the intraday trading. So what I would like to see, as of now, I would like to see attempt to go and retest this 8,100, 8,150 level. Building another lower shadow, and that's where I might try to join the party to the upside on the Bitcoin. Right? And you know, the challenge here is, compared to the FX side, it looks a little bit new from the perspective of the market, right? So plenty of different exchanges. So depends on where you are watching. I suggest that you should watch, if you are watching with me Bitcoin right now, right here, you should have the same MT4 in that case, Light Forex platform, right? To be at the same level. All right, guys? So definitely you should check out Light Forex platform. So I would like to see a little bit of the downside again, right? Some kind of the double bottom and then taking out this supply. That's on the 1 minute chart. That's the latest supply right here, right now, where we have this red arrow, right? So let's watch for the next few minutes if there is going to be the possibility to join that party. At the same time, I'm going to switch to the 5 minutes and lower on the Ethereum to check if there is a possibility to try to join the party on the Ethereum side, right? It looks like there is a little bit more to the downside on Ethereum for now. I'm afraid that the answers we are going to get around the Tokyo session, that's my feeling, right? That the guys in Asia, they may try to decide which way they want to go, right? Well, as you can see on the Ethereum, that's what I've mentioned. We might see a little bit lower, sorry, that's the Bitcoin. On Ethereum, we have to switch here. Oh, there you go. Eventually, this type of the setup come on, Bitcoin, make it lower low. Hello, make it lower low. In the meantime, while we are watching this possible setups to the upside, for sure we are going to cover the very important news. Switching to the different markets, right? Switching to the FX market, we are going to cover Canadian CPI this Wednesday, right? So you're more than welcome to join me upcoming Wednesday for Trade the News. But for sure, we are going to have a meeting tomorrow as well. So definitely click subscribe this button and try to avoid the situation that you are going to miss our next meeting, right? As well, don't forget, we started today the educational part of our meetings. So it's like season 1, episode 1 took place earlier today. Well, you know, if you are taking this seriously, right? If your approach is very, very serious, right? So if you want to be in line with me, right? So to avoid the situation that, oh, you are watching my chart. Oh, that guy, he has a rainbow on his chart. No, that's what I've explained in details earlier today in this first part of the educational videos, right? All right, guys. So what's going to be my Bitcoin approach? I'm looking to buy dips towards, on my chart, based on my chart, I'm looking to buy the dips towards 8,150, 8,060, right? So that's my buying zone from the just intraday perspective. Just guys, that's my buying zone, right? My stop, that's going to be the distance between my buying and stop, and my target is going to be the top of that range. It's almost 3 to 1 for sure, 2.5, and then possible supply more than 3, so 3.5, meaning in total it's gonna be 3R, right? So half of my position, in case I'm long, half of my position based on my chart 8,600, and second half 8,800, right? So in total I'm targeting 3R from the intraday perspective on the Bitcoin. Okay, Ethereum, looks like the bulls are trying to work out with the V formation. There is a possibility that we have some kind of the supply right here, right now. As I mentioned, Ethereum looks better versus Bitcoin, meaning it might behave much better versus dollar. So right here, right now, based on what we have here, hopefully they will do 1 to 1 like this. Then they will make the size we discussed earlier to the downside. That's where I'm going to wait for them, between 173 on my chart and 171, right? That's what I'm gonna to look for on the Ethereum. Just intraday perspective. We are not discussing hodling here, all right? We are discussing the day trading, intraday trading, and swing trading, some short-term approach to this crypto market, right? So, of course, if you are going to have a time tomorrow, Wednesday, to check the things going on, I will make an update. One more time, looking for buying opportunity, both Bitcoin versus US dollar, Ethereum versus US dollar. I like the Ethereum because of what is going on in Ethereum versus Bitcoin. All right, guys, have a great evening. It was my pleasure to be with you here with the very short crypto market update. Have a great rest of the New York session. Have a great evening. Take care and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.